No, excuse me. Welcome to today's podcast. We're just gonna jump right into the motorsports part of it. So, excuse me, starting with F1. Not to scroll a little to go through the live tweets. Also helps you feel the correct website. I've heard. Oh, Twitter's already open. Because obviously it's another race weekend, at least for F1. IndyCar's off. Well, I guess we can count NASCAR, maybe Brickyard, but you know. It's like NASCAR, but it's not like my top five anymore. My personal top five for recently. Let's go IndyCar, WEC, F1. No, sorry, IndyCar, IMSA, F1, WEC, NHRA. But I guess NASCAR would be the top five, but fifth out of five. So yeah, just stalling why scroll down, down, down. Not to the bottom of Seaville. I actually think as long as if I was going to. So. Actually, no. I just saw 19th. I forgot it was an early race, at least for me. There we go. Oh, excuse me. Anyways, it was lights out. And away we go. At Spa, but what even George Russell called a racing incident brought out excuse me, a safety car. I would say caution. Even George Russell said it was a racing incident, but apparently um after 4 laps there was a sorry, yeah, 4 laps of the safety car event. We got back to racing. I was like, show you what happened. Just Lewis and Russell. I almost forgot already. Got into a incident, and for some reason, FIA decided to give Lewis a 5-second penalty. I don't understand why you would penalize someone on the first lap for really what both, even if the driver who was striked out, said there's risk against it. Can we move his buns? I don't know why we're so in background. It's too late to move this. Still. But yeah. Hi, Kitty. cat trying to get a lunch. Yeah, my problem is that even George Russell thought it was a racing incident. Like, how do you penalize someone who even with a not even with food, that food in your bowl? Sorry, cat's being dramatic. Dorsey House caused a collision when it was really just a racing incident. Even when Russell said it, I don't know why I'm repeating myself. Like, it was just crazy to think that cats, man. Sorry, my cat attracted me. It's just crazy to think he got a penalty for really a racing incident. Like, it's just crazy to think. I don't even think Judge Russell even meant to be there. I just think it was an unfortunate situation, but we'll move on. So I don't want to ramble on about it. Leclerc Hamilton had some good battles on lap 12. Max is making his way up. Sorry, it was hard to tell what Red Bull it was until I saw the free. So Max was making his way through the field. But Leclerc, another problem I had with stewardship, or I guess you could say officiating, was I think Leclerc deserves a penalty more than or Lewis, to be honest. Mostly because, you know, he kind of yeeted part of Oscar's swing off. And unfortunately, he did not hit the wall, but Antonelli probably needed new fire suit when he paid it, because, you know, that's definitely Cope Brown. And then a virtual safety call out 22. Leclerc hit out a virtual safety car, came out for ahead of Antonelli, which unfortunately did not work out later on in the race, as we'll discuss. But Lando was leading only because he had it pitted. I'm guessing the virtual safety car came out at a bad time for McLaren to pit Lando. And new tires is all tires. New tires are always gonna win. And Leclerc got passed. And then Lewis actually hit one of his mechanics, but this side was only a fine because Lewis saw the green light, which means go, which is probably why IndyCar uses. Well, I guess technically the lights operated by humans, so I guess the mechanic just didn't realize he was excuse me, released. And then Kimi just was inevitable. He got past Lando. But Max got past Lando. Lando finally pitted, but he had a slow stop, so I guess unfortunate for him. He came out P8. Leclerc and Kimmy, Charles and Kimmy, they had a good fight for the lead, but I would take P2 and P4, but you know, I just don't think they did the battery or Leclerc, sorry, did battery deployment correctly. I just think Plastic have used up his tires in that sequence. Was Kimmy on mediums? And I know of course on hards. Need to see if I can find like. Oh no, we're both on hards. So Antonelli, Leclerc, and Verstappen were your podium. Hey, I at least got the winner right. So, I guess it's only a third of a point because technically, every time we make an F1 race prediction is a podium prediction. So, anyways, we're gonna move on to NASCAR highlights because the IndyCar race got pushed. Oh, actually, two on World Cup. I guess we could talk about World Cup for a few minutes before we go to our ad break. World Cup final. Fun match. Another year, or another final, I should say. It's not like this happens every year. Another final where we needed extra time. Excuse me. Sorry, so yeah, Twitter. Anyways, we could just look at the timeline. Argentina got the first yellow card 41 minutes in. Then the first sub was Martinez, who got the yellow. It's funny, they subbed off the wrong guy. Even halftime, it was 0-0. Don't know why Argentina made so many second half subs. Excuse me. Adrian's got his first yellow of the match in 52nd minute. And then more subs. Even more subs. More subs. Excuse me. You guess it, more substitutions. Wait, is there two Fernandez's? Because I was just looking at my player. Man, it takes talent to get a red card in about 2 yellows in 9 minutes. And I think that'd been a straight red if he did. I think it's possible to get straight red on a yellow. I don't know how. If I could spell right, that'd be great. If I seem blowing G's because I'm just not used to streaming podcasts like Fridays. We'll be back to normal Monday. Yeah, he could still get a straight red, but you know. That's the second yellow, like I said it. Excuse me. And then it took. It's a great final because it took 106 minutes for the only goal. And then Spain won 1-0. After extra time. Alright, we're gonna. Remember y'all, I was watching blue. Posting NASCAR highlights, but we're gonna watch them after the ad break. We're gonna watch IndyCar highlights, and we'll talk FCC, and we'll make future predictions. But we'll be watching 30 minutes, so IndyCar's podcast is always a little bit longer. But you know, like how I hope NASCAR highlights post up all of the leagues. Let's do Cup Series. Or we can do. There we go. First points race at Norfolk Pro since I was a wee lad. What a year 1996 was. What a year. That's why I take our ad break, so we will see you after. Excuse me, the ad break. Okay, I should probably just yap until the ad break. So anyways, just for the sake of the VOD, I'm just gonna throw up my BRB screen, and we'll be right back. Alright. Hi guys, we got a special guest. It's Connor. Hi Connor. He must see something outside because he's looking out the window. It's always scary when cats look out the window, you can't see anything. It's like, what do you see? Window capture. So Roblox I need to bring up that. Oh, Streamception. Well, I gotta watch all the highlights because it's 20 minutes. I will watch.
Great Sunday evening at North Wilkesboro.
Excuse me, watch all the IndyCar highlights.
First points-paying race at this short track in 30 years. But it's hot. It's humid. It's going to get physical with 6 races to go to the chase. And they're ready to watch.
Blah blah blah. 6 races to the chase. Let's get to the highlights, people. Come on, NBC. We don't even race intro. No, Riverella, you just don't care. Sorry, I forgot the PSA. Hands in the air. All the people standing at the white line, which you're not supposed to cross at a race. You notice there's a cop there. See, I missed the service race because, unfortunately, I thought I was going to roll up with the IndyCar race, but
Bell right behind him.
you
Some
know.
distance back to Hocevar in third. Reddick is fourth, and Logano now inside the top
right
five
there.
as we focus on the 48 of Alex Bowman.
Yeah, Bowman's trying to get by this 42, squeezes him
Yeah.
straight away. Let's look at this little replay right here. So
that
contact.
dude in the background right there decided
Bowman probably
it
thought
was a good
that
place for
was
him
his,
to lay
you
on
know,
the stairs.
42's
So-
fault, John Nemechek.
Like, dude.
Feels like he probably kind of came down on him right there. Not very happy about that. 42 struggling here, dropping back. Losing positions. Bottom's better on the tires.
It's like it didn't
early in
miss
the race,
message
maybe
stage 1 if the highway skipped
Trying to
all
get
the
around
way to lap
43.
38.
Little contact right there. Look out.
Oh, look at that. Denny Hamlin.
Chase Elliott.
You're
Get our
almost
first
wrecking
caution of the night.
somebody.
John Hunter Nemechek around in the 42.
I wonder how that happened.
Whoa.
I missed that, but I didn't miss a
Exactly
caution.
What happens? Top of the screen. 38. Zane Smith into the left.
Fish
rear.
yeah!
Around you go.
Yeah, I wonder if Zane got down into the corner.
That's just
maybe
short track
and
racing.
Chased the back of the car up to
Yeah.
correct maybe the back end moving around.
Over with Logano. Excuse me. With
No,
Larson.
man, that's a hard one.
Yeah, Junior. Holy smokes!
So the
88 is
yeah.
Zillage.
So the 88
is
is yeah. So the 88 is Illich is likely there's some damage. Up the racetrack with three.
Versus reward, guys.
Was making quick work.
FVG, it's Ty
All right,
Gibbs.
we're
It's
gonna watch
Joey
any of the
Logano.
stages,
Gonna be
and then-
2 remaining stage 1.
Ty just can't roll the center of the corner well enough to get to the top of that 97 car. He'll try it down here again in 1 and 2.
Oh, this is getting good.
It's weird seeing Sirius XM Toyota. I'm
Keep
used to
an eye
seeing
on this
anything
there,
Sirius
because it
XM
could
on
be
a
preview of what
Honda.
We'll see at the end of the night. So reminiscent of what we saw last spring in the All-Star race. Going to be 1 to go in the stage. It continues to be SVG, Gibbs, Logano, 1, 2, 3.
SVG being very defensive, throwing some blocks. Ty Gibbs to the outside now.
SVG shuts him down, pushes him out. Can Gibbs get there side by side for the lead in a stage victory here at North Wilkesboro? 54 power move, Ty Gibbs.
Ty
takes
Gibbs
it in stage
yes,
1.
won that stage.
As our stage 1 winner, Ty Gibbs, speeding on pit road.
Yeah,
He'll
that-
start stage 2 at the tail end of the longest line.
Officially, his teammate Ross Chastain does get the free pass back on the lead lap. Gibbs comes from the back here, so that means Logano and SVG on the front row.
Christopher Bell back to 18.
Ooh, that's cool.
16
Ah,
seconds with a
pacing
pit
Barbara
stop.
Wallace. I didn't realize he was
Working on
trying to
the
go
right front
close
corner. We'll give you an
speed.
update exactly what happened to the 20 car, but he's now outside.
And
the top
is
15.
probably the World Cup theme. Yeah, that looks like a soccer ball on his hood.
Automotive restart zone.
Why did you run that throughout the entire World Cup with different Coca-Cola drivers? Come on, Coke, you missed a great opportunity. The stages was so unbalanced in this race. It's just why I don't think stage racing works. Like, just race for race. No, excuse me, no overtime.
Side by side for third. A lot of 2x2 as you go back through the field.
Just race to 450 miles. And then if it's in a caution, that's unfortunate.
Almost leading that lap right there, possibly leading it side by side down into turn 1 and 2.
Hocevar jumps up.
Wendy's versus Pennzoil. One's edible, one is totally not edible.
Clear for the lead.
And he might get it down here in turns 3 and 4. Logano's going to have to fight hard on corner exit. SVG's clear.
Slight bobble off the corner, but he's able to get up in front of Logano.
I feel Logano was better. I know Logano won, but I feel like he was able to save his tires better.
Battle for the lead still pretty hot and heavy right here. As the 22 starting to move up even higher on the racetrack. And look at the speed he generates down the straightaway.
I wonder if it's just a special tire or a tire more similar to like
Trying to take
Richmond.
position away from his owner, Denny Hamlin.
You know, Hamlin falling a bit here, but we got to celebrate Wallace, who took 2 tires when they made their pit stop at the end of stage 1. He was 21st and now finds himself inside the top 5.
How about Logano now? Now instead of the diamond, he's just going to roll the high exit and try to get to the right rear of the 97.
Got a pretty good run right here down the back straightaway.
Which probably means, excuse me, Wallace was also good saving his tires if he only had
Can he stay there inside?
2 on the
He
pit
can.
stop.
Down the front straightaway, 22's got the position. So be a
Huge problem for their night inside the top 15.
Yeah, they wrecked him and gone to pit.
Exiting pit lane. up on the racetrack, but everything's going 5. Oh, the 48.
48's trying to get to pit road.
Yes, sir. 48's coming from the top.
You could definitely tell that was an accident. I mean, that's an accident. Off the throttle.
Right there with the inside wall. But,
Ha!
yeah,
Told media guys like, I fear no
Ready
car.
to say about that.
yeah.
Here you go.
If I die, I
Off your
die.
Just a 48. Just turns across. Box, you have to come to pit road. He was.
So, yeah, stage lanes will really whack. Whoops, I may have gone too far.
By, he doesn't really run the car too hard.
Nope.
He doesn't accept stage, a couple of laps to go.
Had that penalty.
Yeah, in my opinion, the stage lanes are
Bubba
way
has
too
been able
long.
to drive
Like
through
I
the
said, we
field.
should just get
Final
rid of
lap of the
stage racing.
stage.
Oh, no longer have
We
a
pick
special
up
guest.
Logano
My
down the
special
back
guest
straightaway.
apparently doesn't like me
And
talking
the gang
bad
in
about
front of
NASCAR.
him.
And Byron's another one of those cars that's already one lap down. Him and Chase Elliott. The second
Cats,
lap
man.
is just such a tall task. They're up to figure it out and stay just in front of Logano.
First stage victory of 2026 for Joey Logano.
And Logano ended up winning the
Hamlin. Final
race.
stage opportunity to finish up front.
Such a weird,
We hope Joey has his family
stage
here.
light.
It's a growing family to celebrate this with.
One lap to go.
Joey does a
Presented by
lot
Credit
for
One Bank. Logano
families with
to
special
turn one
needs. That's
and
why
two.
I'm a fan of his.
Down the back straightaway for the final time.
Not a fan of his team, but you know.
Legends built this place, and a three-time champion is going to win here tonight. Joey Logano, first career victory of the season comes at North Wilkesboro.
First career victory of the season. I think Adam was just a little tired after that race. First career victory of the season. All right, there we go. There's some extended highlights. 49 minutes and 45 seconds. Someday, I'll be working for it. Well, all right. To end the last portion of the pat. Well, seconds last. So we gotta talk about FCC, but you know. Unless it's like, oh no, you gonna show highlights. Too bad.
We should be good to race here in
Yeah, I hate the
Nashville.
rule at NASCAR, or sorry, IndyCar.
Music
One
City,
rule I would change
look
is
at it. What a start already past New
if a start gets ripped off, they should start counting laps. The second we start out of a caution.
Newgard now up into third place. He's going to have a great run off of two.
I think that's the only rule NASCAR has for every IndyCar. They won't start at a caution.
His fellow American is Kirkwood and Newgarden side by side off turn
Because if
four.
Ray fall off a start of a race, how are you turning laps? That's just one thing about IndyCar that doesn't make sense to me.
We saw 1 year ago. That high line as they get incredibly close.
And you got to remember, guys, they have not been on the track in over 24 hours.
It'd been nice at my line, but you know, it rained, it rained, it rained, it rained.
And trust your race car as we ride on board the Estemo machine of Newgarden as he is hunting down Kyle Kirkwood.
The two leaders already starting to
I just
stretch
understand
away. Newgarden attempts to try to make the pass once
the
again. They
appeal
run
of
side by
concrete
side
tracks
and
is
wheel
it cheaper to
wheel
maintain
onto the back
concrete
stretch and down
than
towards three.
pavement.
Newgarden trying to get clean air between himself and Kirkwood, but with the lower line, Kirkwood will maintain the advantage.
Meanwhile, that yellow car of Alex.
They call it
Palou,
National Super
championship
Speedway,
leader, is
but
quietly enjoying the battle in front of him.
for
Happy to just
IndyCar,
chill for now.
anything under
Newgarden,
1.5
though,
miles is a
hometown
short
kid,
track.
Wants to own the lead early here.
Anything over 1.5 is super speedway for IndyCar. So that's why they have the road / short oval configuration.
IndyCar rounds on this type of racetrack. And we've talked about how what he's so good at is being there at the end. Townsend, he wants to be there right from the beginning today.
He also wants to get a really good
I
feel
think
for what this
unfortunately
final
with
line
loss
is
of
gonna work like
Texas,
as we
Indy is the only
are just
super
in
speedway
lap
race.
6 here
Race
of early
even.
action. Now he might test to the low side. No, goes back to the high side. And
Let me
maybe
check.
he's gonna settle in a bit as
Oh yeah,
Malone
Milwaukee
just
Mile.
quietly lurks there
It
in
could
third
that
place.
be in the name? A mile?
I
Caution.
can see another car. Oh, and that is Kaio Colette.
I was just going to say, I was noticing
So
that
yeah,
Malukas wasn't getting back to the throttle. I thought maybe he had a problem, but it's because he had seen the accident or heard the call from his spotter.
unfortunate for Kaio.
So the AJ Foyt Racing driver. Let's take a look at what
I
happened.
think he just got up
Yeah.
over marbles,
He's
if I
loose
remember
early.
correctly.
He's already yawed
yeah, you
about
can see.
20 degrees. That's in turn 4 before the bump.
That was a big correction. Normally, you're not going in quite at that angle. You're either spinning around and going in backwards, or you sort of side swipe a little bit more. That was more of a 45-degree angle. Hey, that's a big one.
Pit lane is open. Cars pitting down to Jack Harvey.
Thanks, Will. We're going to see a lot of the lead cars come in here. What's also interesting about
I think it was
this,
interesting
first and
that Lucas
second on the
stayed
track
out.
are right next to each other in pit lane. Kyle Kirkwood's in. It is going to be the soft red tyre going on. Kevin.
And you must use the soft
And it almost
tire.
paid
Joseph
off for
Newgarden is
him.
going to get one of his out of the way here as well
I
from the
said
middle
chat
of pit
that just
lane.
stuck on straight.
Alex
It's not
Palou
annoying,
also
it's
going
just
to the
weird,
softs,
but,
and the race is won over by Scott McLaughlin. Then it's Kyle Kirkwood and Alex Palou.
That is huge for Team Penske.
That was-
McLaughlin came in fourth, exits in the lead, and Palou and Kirkwood side by side. Palou will have that advantage, so Palou or Willie?
Saw
No, he
issues for Alex Palou, saw issues for Joseph Newgarden on that stop, but for Scotty Mack and Team Penske, they crushed it.
So yeah, like I said, it was interesting David Lucas in a pit during that.
When does he punch it? When does he go? He goes now.
I would say about middle restart zone. IndyCar always needs a bigger restart zone because you know the cars are more powerful than NASCAR. Excuse me, decent crowd for a Monday race.
Going to the high side early.
I don't know how it was on Monday.
High side of Christian Lundgaard there.
Well, at least I'm very nice up
On
here.
the inside, they go three wide. Newgarden looks to go with them. Both past Christian Lundgaard. Three wide at the back.
Is that VK
That
going way
is
up high?
VK. VK going high. Dixon in the middle as Armstrong takes it to the ECR of Alexander Rossi.
Meanwhile,
And
David
Malukas to the
Malukas on used tires goes right to the front around Louis Foster, and now McLaughlin, second Team Penske car.
So, I mean, obviously,
clears Foster.
you
Here
have
comes Palou.
And
Tyson
everybody on
Fielder,
those
but
fresh tires filing past Louis Foster, who drops like a stone.
James, it gives you a sense of how good David Malukas' car is
Excuse
on
me.
old tires to be that fast.
Well, it also gives you a sense at how
Old
much
tires
those
like
new
fuel.
tires really do pay as you ride on board the Splendid Machine. Erasmus in there, he knows his way around the high line as well.
I wonder if
Great
they
information for these
gambled
teams to
too
go.
hard.
We have a
If
late
they
caution
did,
with, say, 20 to go, you're going to want to take tires because look at how much Foster
Excuse
is
me.
struggling on that used rubber right now.
Yeah, but the rate at which Foster is struggling against Malukas, whose car just is handling brilliantly right now.
I was gonna
it's
say,
just
I wonder if they
I feel for Foster
will
from
pit
one
him
of the
with
fastest
Lucas
drivers on
whenever
track
else
to
pitted
one
if he will
who
form
just
for race.
cannot put up a defense. But as you say, you
I
watch
mean,
the struggles of Foster.
I think he could have.
Look at what Malukas is doing. He has not pitted. He leads his teammate by 0.3 seconds. You can visually see the gap as now VK goes to take it to Alexander Rossi around the outside.
So-
Jack Harvey said at the start of this race, watch out for the underdogs, and he's putting on a show.
Guys, look at it.
Yeah.
+7 since the restart.
Top 61.
When does he pit? That is the crucial question.
Well, Malukas has two problems behind Rahal. One, turbulent air. So he runs in line. He's got dirty air. He can't make clean downforce.
Now.
Two, it's the marbles. So Malukas going to pit now at lap 61. It'll be McLaughlin's turn to try to get around Graham Rahal as the 12 comes to his box.
And everyone else got to do this under caution, Kev. He's having to hustle down that apron under green conditions, and he's coming to you in pit lane.
So what
Which
he
is a
needs
two-step
to stay green
pit
for a
limiter
while,
at
so the
tracks
next
like
stop
this.
For everyone else is under green, but they still, unless there's enough caution, all need to pit 3 more times, and that's what David Malukas is in play to do to try to get
Oh,
from last
I
to
have a
first.
feeling it's gonna be enough
Shell
for caution.
100% renewable fuel, soft Firestone red sidewall tires. Malukas is back out.
Small change to the front wing there. You saw the 12 crew each get a half turn of front wing. Probably trying to add a little bit of front grip to that number 12 machine of David Malukas. 90 miles an hour around this part right there. You hit the button, unleash all the power of the Chevy in the back of that, and he comes back onto the racetrack now. But remember, he's going to be a lap down to the leaders He's got to hope that that caution doesn't come before they have to do a green flag stop.
About the next 20-25 laps before those leaders have to come in.
So yeah, interesting. Unfortunately for Malukas, Figable didn't pay off even. But he's still not a top 5, so I wouldn't complain too much. But you know,
Alex Palou is third, and the man who won this
doing
race
quick
last
Ricky
year,
Bobby
Joseph
here.
Newgarden, is fourth.
V8 first,
Now
last.
this is interesting as we ride on board with Christian Rasmussen firing off after Alex Palou runs wide onto the marbles and nearly into the wall.
Oh, you can't get any closer to crashing than that. The Sultan of Sketch once again hanging on to it.
Now after David Malukas pitted, Louis Foster and Christian Lundgaard also pitted. There is Louis Foster. You want to know the fresh tyre advantage? That's a fresh tyre advantage. He's just unlapped
Man,
himself.
it was just wild to see the difference in tires this race.
Probably thinking about starting to make his second stop in maybe the next 5 laps or so.
Louis Foster in unlapping himself goes from 2 laps down to just a single lap down, but that is for all of those drivers who have had to take that stop under green.
Oh, fine,
Townsend and James's points, hoping that it stays green so that everybody else in the field.
Oh, excuse me. Wow, that was weird.
Meanwhile, David Malukas,
I don't know what you can feel, but it came out slower than like a F1 car.
Malukas, different strategies, but we'll have to see where they blend together when McLaughlin makes his next stop. It seems like
so it's
Malukas
just
is happy to ride for now. Meanwhile,
interesting. I still think
And Newgarden has
if it had a better
Kirkwood
strategy,
shows him no favors.
And you are not allowed to cross that yellow line.
excuse me, Lucas would have won.
These are the marbles.
He's high. You heard how long he had to get out of the throttle. That was not
that's
great.
allowed
Palou
Palou
goes
through.
by.
So all of that from
People want to
just
play about
getting a little
marbles,
loose,
but
a
it just
little
means
high
the
onto
tire slots
marbles.
are long.
Yeah, it says he was blocked by Kyle. That's allowed Rinus VK to get with him now as well. VK up into a frankly brilliant 5th position from his starting place of 9th. Rinus VK having a cracking race for Juncos Hollinger Racing.
And you got to remember, when you get up into those marbles, as soon as you're off them and back on the racetrack,
as Rasmussen gets high on the marbles again and almost into the barrier.
But guys, here's the big thing. Just because you're now off the marbles, it doesn't mean your tires are good. That's going to feel sketchy on those tires for at least the next lap and a half.
He's hanging on.
Excuse me, man. This is such
He's going to be a
great
sitting
race.
duck for these next couple of cars. Ericsson next in line. He had to back out of it, and now Malukas has a run.
Big opportunity for Malukas here to get an easy position as Ericsson had to check up for the slowing car of Rasmussen. Taking another look there. I mean, Will, the Sultan once again living in the danger zone.
Living on his living on his wits.
I mean, that car is so loose. He got up there because he was correcting again as Ericsson now tries to take another
Loosey-goosey,
run out.
as
Should
I
get
would
it done
say.
this time by. Now McLaughlin
And
comes in.
this will be the one that tells us it was a slow stop for VK, and that possibly the reason that he was so far behind the leaders.
Excuse me.
McLaughlin needs another fast stop down to Georgia.
And they were fast, and they were on it on the first stop. We'll see if they can do it again. He said the car felt a little free. They now have done the sequence, hard tire, soft tire, and another set of soft tires. They fill it up and he's down the lane.
Full fuel. Let's see where he comes out. Let's see where his teammate David Malukas is.
He's on the back straightaway right now, Will, so it's going to be a little while. You're going to be on pit speed if you're Scott McLaughlin for what feels like a lifetime. You know your teammate is flying on the racetrack.
And remember, it's a 2-stage pit speed limiter. 60 miles an hour ends right there, up to 90 as you come around, and now Jack the 27th in.
Malukas is way ahead.
That is impressive. From last on the grid, David Malukas has done everything he needed to do.
Rosenquist with tires up to temperature out on track.
Like,
gets
obviously,
past Scott
Malukas had the
McLaughlin. We
best
sit
car,
on
he
board
just
with
didn't
David
have the
Malukas.
luck.
Malukas rolls past our commentary position. And Malukas
Actually, about
is
to
down
see a
turn
little
1
bit.
and 2 as McLaughlin only now enters turn 1.
Okay, watch Kyle Kirkwood and Scott McLaughlin. Here's a blend for position. McLaughlin gets the 27 on the backstretch.
And easily so. But guys, What strategy, what a drive so far for David Malukas. He has taken control of this race from last place as Palou now comes down on pit lane. Kevin Lee will be standing by and waiting for him.
And Palou was about 28 seconds up on Malukas, about 35 seconds his time lost, and Malukas got what he needed. It to stay green here. Second and final set of required softs for Alex Palou, and he's away.
It's just weird that on the track, short tracks for run with softs. And we treat it like a street race, you have to run 2 sets of softs.
Long pass, but it's McLaughlin. That's who we're keeping our eyes on. Palou exits. There is McLaughlin. There is Kirkwood. Palou comes out just ahead of VK, but VK screams past Palou.
Rasmussen got into the wall, we understand.
Yeah, Rasmussen has been flirting with it, and you can see the car crabbing.
Yeah,
as he
Rasmussen
makes his way down onto pit lane. I think he's taken a pretty serious knock.
Definitely ran to what I was about to see.
On board the 21 Splenda car, Rasmussen up high in the marbles and just not respecting that dirty racetrack.
Clear, big run coming.
Yeah, he was
I'm
working
surprised
on
that wasn't a
Alex Rossi
caution.
there in front, and again, it just had a loose moment.
I guess he just was going fast enough for IndyCar to say he was fine.
Toe link is what the report is for Christian Rasmussen.
So.
Thanks, Cap.
Yeah, no surprise there. That was a good hit. I mean, he was lucky there wasn't more damage than that. They might try to get that thing fixed and get him back out there. We're still early enough in this race that you could pick up some more positions if other cars go out. But I mean, we saw how many close calls he had earlier in the day. Now Malukas gets around Rahal. Huge.
Quick work of Graham Rahal and a nice bit of clean
Anyways.
racetrack for David Malukas. I mean, half a lap of clean air. Perfect situation for the 12.
Foster had pitted.
I didn't realize that watching this race. Why do we need a turn?
Short order of Graham Rahal.
A tracker for an oval.
Graham, he's had a rough weekend.
It's 4 turns on an oval.
RL machine just not there. It's even harder when you see that his teammate Mick Schumacher doing a phenomenal job right now up in the top 10. Graham just hanging
Seriously,
on to
we
this
need
thing
like a
several laps
paddle
down.
charger for
He's
the
already had an incident with the
battery
wall in
for
practice.
F1, but you know.
You've got to say hats off to Mick Schumacher. Ovals hadn't come easy to him this season, but now is the
I think the
moment.
IndyCar Hybrid's
Pin
working
is paused
better
for David
because,
Malukas. He
you
can
know,
stay out no longer. Comes down onto pit lane from the lead of the
they
race.
do a
Hand that
stupid
to his
50-50
teammate,
combo.
Scott McLaughlin. Carl Kirkwood runs through into second with VK up into third.
And being so
David Malukas
obsessed
runs
with-
down pit lane to where Kevin Lee is waiting for him.
Yeah,
But
no.
he stayed out plenty long enough. He only needs to get
I
to
don't
about 164. He'll go a little bit longer than that to be safe. And he went over 60 laps this time. And he also said the softs are the preferred tire. He needed to run it one more time. They still have another set they could run in the final stint if they want. If it stays green, David Malukas has a chance to become the first since Simon Pagenaud to win from last in 2020.
If is the big question.
If it's a big question,
This
and
field will
it
all
did
slow
not
past him as
stay
drivers
green.
go
I was
2
about
and
to
3
see a
wide,
little
and drivers
bit.
get up onto the marbles, and Ericsson and Grosjean get incredibly close as Hauger and Rosenquist fly past.
And the last thing Malukas needs right now is a caution to get trapped a lap down. And there's a car up in the marbles. I think that was either Schumacher or Rahal back there. It's getting sloppy.
As Newgarden tries to take the place away from Renus VK.
So, yeah, no. It's only so much you can do about the marbles. But alright, here it is. I don't know what Rossi
Right
was
into the
doing
back of
here.
Alexander Rossi. Looked like Rossi just slowed down out of absolutely nowhere.
Like,
Sudden
bro, you
deceleration.
missed
I
the
wonder if there was an
pit.
issue for the ECR driver. Nothing that Dixon could do. Rossi up into the wall.
You missed pit, just go around.
Fight for Scott Dixon.
Absolutely. What in
It
the
didn't look
world
like-
happened to Rossi's car? Was he deciding to pit at the last second?
It didn't look
Did
like
he
it.
have a power failure? Did he run out of
Well,
fuel?
do we have on board from Rossi? Yeah, he's well past the pit commit.
Yeah, I just noticed that what Rossi was doing there. Of course, Rossi didn't take. Rossi didn't say any blame.
I've never seen anything quite like
You
that.
know.
No idea what happened there.
I
Pit
just.
lane is closed, but just
Yeah, I
before it
don't
was closed, and we're
understand.
talking just in the nick of time. Lundgaard power and
What,
low critically made it down onto pit lane.
Rossi was suing
A
there.
number of other drivers amongst them, Kiffin Simpson made it onto
Spot
the
of
pit
an
lane.
apron
So we have this
when
running
you
order
get back
at the moment.
on
McLaughlin, Kirkwood,
the
VK, Newgarden, Ferrucci, Ericsson, Rosenquist, Siegel, Schumacher, and Stingray Robb, your top 10.
You'll expect everybody there in the top 10 to pit once pit lane opens to make their third.
I mean, obviously, you
stop
can't
of
have
the day,
pit
and then
open
we'll
with a
wait to see
car
how
with
the
a
running
tow truck
order
on the track.
shakes out.
On pit.
It's just so unfortunate for Dave Malukas because he'll get back onto the lead lap, but he'll be at the tail end most likely.
Good news is.
Did he make the commit before the yellow? He must have, right? Yeah, confirm. He made the commit line. Yeah, the 8 and the 10 were past the commit line when the yellow came out, and that beat the leaders to the front line. So.
Wow.
Newgarden saying, "How did Palou do that?"
Again, and you know what? It's so indicative and so typical of Ganassi this season in particular to be absolutely on the right side of the rules, and when that pit lane is closed, they just call it right every time.
But I don't think I was expecting that caution, to be honest.
Head.
I think.
Car fixed, Dixon back out on track. What a job from the Ganassi crew.
Are you kidding me, James?
I just think,
Rossi
you know.
at about 80 miles an hour.
Yeah,
speed
Rossi
difference,
does,
and
like.
he's on the track.
Okay,
Georgia
okay.
McLaughlin peels off the leaders.
All of his
Common
post
Race leader on
crash
pit lane.
interviews,
We
he
have to
didn't take
remember the last one was
responsibility.
Scott
Like,
McLaughlin
just
won.
man
That's
up and say you
Milwaukee
missed
2024.
pit.
They're motivated as ever to get this win. McLaughlin to his crew, they have already done their 2-tire designation of the softs. They're going to go to those hard tires. Jack.
Without gas, that's on you for missing pit.
They did have some blistering on the
But, you
previous
know.
one. That's something he's going to have to manage. Kevin.
Newgarden has run
It
2
is
sets
what
of
it
softs.
is.
He goes to the hards. McLaughlin, Kirkwood, VK, the first 3.
You
up
can't
pit lane.
just-
Very, very slow stop for Joseph Newgarden. He falls all the way back through the field
Expect
behind
to-
VK. It's Palou who leads.
Well, yeah, and
Palou
that's.
leads from McLaughlin.
Palou chooses now. Off he runs. Kirkwood right.
You can see the
McLaughlin.
NASCAR restart zone
Tucked up
versus the
under
IndyCar
his
restart
rear
zone, how
wing,
much
looking to the
bigger
high
it
side.
is.
On the restart. VK
Because
runs
IndyCar's
with
more
Ericsson
powerful.
and Newgarden
In my
go
opinion,
wheel
IndyCar's
to
more
wheel.
fun to watch.
Ericsson looking for a way through the 2-time.
I've already
55
enjoyed
winner.
Winofbrooks
And
Pro
Newgarden takes
race.
some advantage, takes some momentum, and gets up.
I enjoyed
above VK
Spa. It was just a
as
good
Kirkwood
weekend
goes
for
to the inside
racing.
of McLaughlin.
That was a huge move from Newgarden. 2 into 1 and 2, and then another 1 into 3, making big moves. And now these top 3 are all going at it.
You might ask yourself, what about the marbles? Well, the sweepers have been working overtime to clean up the racetrack. The drivers know that, and they are taking advantage. Newgarden with a big run down the back straightaway. We're on board with McLaughlin
Honestly,
as he settles in.
Oh, Newgarden is having a
I just think
wonderful
Newgarden also
restart.
has an
Now with
attitude.
Kirkwood on the inside, we've seen these two go wheel to wheel from the front
I'm
row
kind of glad he
to the
won over
opening stanza of the race.
Palou won over him.
Once
Like,
again, it's Kirkwood that's able to kind of keep the
it's also
position
kind
for
of
now.
annoying
He's
to
running
hear
up in
how,
that
oh
second
my
lane,
gosh,
least
you
on
went
entry,
so good at
taking the
levels.
air
Yeah,
off of
so.
Newgarden midway through the corner.
And the fascinating
Um,
thing with the race so far today, guys, is that Alex Palou has not appeared to be the fastest driver on track. As we
You
go
know,
through
and
the
here's
board
my heart
with Will
broke.
Power taking a look at the McLaren of Pato O'Ward ahead of us. And that is, had a little knock into the wall as Kirkwood in the live pictures at the top of the screen fighting to find
Don't know
a
how
way
that was
through
a
and past
caution,
Scott
but you
McLaughlin.
know.
Yeah, more than
Looks
a little
like-
knock there for Power.
Poor Will Powers thinking, I thought this track was clean. As you can see, all kinds of debris.
Yeah, seriously, I don't know how that was.
We ride on board Marcus Ericsson thanks to Delaware Life looking out the back. David Malukas about to make a move. He goes to the high side.
He kind of
Danger
is.
zone right here. He knows it. He tucks back in to keep his car on the
Like,
clean
bro
part
hit
of
that
the
wall
racetrack.
really
You
hard.
could hear how much he had to come off of the throttle because of Grant Rahal, and look at how Malukas is able to capitalize.
No, seriously,
on
well, I'm just saying that's an IndyCar fan in general. That probably should have been a caution.
Lucas, I don't think he's out of contention just yet.
Look at Alex Palou, got a big old wiggle behind the rookie of Dennis Hauger there, coming off a turn 4 in dirty air, and he said, I want no part of following this guy after what I just experienced. Palou with a bold,
Alex with all that
sketchy
dirty air
move
was
to the
like,
inside of
yeah,
turn 1.
no thank you.
McLaughlin's in. Now the rest of the top 10 start
He was
to
just,
react. And
he was
Georgia
just like,
waits for
yeah,
Scott
no, I
McLaughlin.
don't want any of that dirty air.
Makes its way to Tim Cindric and the team. They're going to go with the Firestone soft tires to the end of this race. They're going to fill it up with fuel. He's been pretty quiet on the radio, giving them little nuggets hits here and there, but a lot of sputter targets away.
VK is crossing the line now, caught up behind the back of Stingray Robb. Santino Ferrucci is leaving the pits. As we look at him, VK should easily make it past him.
Yeah, McLaughlin's going to be well ahead of VK, I believe. So now we'll wait to see when Alex Palou decides to pit.
I still find it wild. I know we already talked about it. I still find it wild that not Dixon, but Rossi didn't take any responsibility for that incident.
Yeah, I'm surprised that.
I think they ought to cover.
I agree. I'm surprised that the 10's not coming in, but the 27 of Kirkwood is in, Jack.
He is, James. There was a big debate between Brian Hurst, the strategist for Kyle Kirkwood.
Can't believe how long it took them to realize it was caution.
James, they have decided to go on the hard tire as we've just gone to caution.
We have just gone to caution.
Have we just gone to caution?
I
Let's see how long it took them to realize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 seconds. It was caution.
We have just gone to caution. Dennis Hauger.
I'm not an expert, but I don't think it was supposed to look like that.
Pit lane open, driver's pit, Palou from the lead, Newgarden, Rosenqvist, Malukas and O'Ward. Palou leads them away, Newgarden up
You
to
know,
second.
people say
Rosenqvist will
plug
leave
out.
in third,
Sometimes plug gets
Malukas will
like if
leave
it
in
wins.
fourth. That
Yeah,
is Ericsson
he
then
does.
behind them. That's
That's just
the order that they will
hard.
leave the pits. Had to pit as they were running low on
Excuse
fuel.
me, off racing sometimes.
And the
Sometimes
pit
you
lane
get
open
lucky.
Just in time. And Palou will emerge with the lead. And guys, look at this. The first 3 drivers with 4 Indianapolis 500 wins between them. The driver in 4th to 2nd place finishes at the Indy 500 in the last 2 years. David Malukas, who started this race.
I'm sure when
Marcus
David Lucas
Ericsson
watches
on the podium in
Bragg,
St.
we
Louis,
probably
an
consider
Indy
this
500 winner himself.
like excuse me.
Palou will lead us back to
You should purposes. I'm sure he'd be allowed to remind it. But 2 years in a row, he just lost the Indy 500 on the last lap.
Is 6th. We go back to racing. Palou leads Newgarden away. Malukas already looking around the outside of Rosenqvist. Here comes Ericsson. Here comes Schumacher. Ericsson to 3rd.
How about Pato O'Ward with a big move on Kiffin Simpson as Ericsson goes to the inside.
Ericsson to 2nd. Malukas to 4th.
I think it's weird you had hard tops on a track like this.
Side by side, racing for 2nd place. Joseph being down just a little bit, doesn't want him to have.
And I think the China strategy helped Palou.
Palou will like that very much.
They must have saw data on his pit box that was saying the softs weren't good for the final stint.
Not 5 laps ago was having an anonymous day.
He could have. Excuse me.
There he is, just behind Schumacher. What a restart for McLaughlin.
Excuse me, you know, went softs, but I just wonder if there's like data saying that was a good idea.
Keep an eye on that red number 2 running in 2nd. Joseph Newgarden, the king of ovals. This is his hometown. This is his home track, and I have a feeling, James, he is saying to himself,
Well, Lebanon, Tennessee, but you know.
This is my house.
This guy's won 2 of the 3 oval races so far this season, 3 of the last 4 that IndyCar have run, if you count this one at the end of last season. So he knows how to get it done. He wants to keep that record alive.
Bruised and battered and still injured, Joseph Newgarden. What a run
But
he's having.
Newgarden had it. The only oval Newgarden has once, and one that has the most, and that was Rosenqvist's win. Which I still need to get my Indy 500 vlog up. So I need to edit my my Mid Ohio vlog. A lot of video editing to do, but I'll work on that next week. Enjoy my weekend and for Hell is Real, which I'm gonna vlog at probably. Just need to post more on my Normie channel. But anyways, back to IndyCar.
Momentum is everything on these short ovals.
So 21 laps to go.
And Rosenqvist is kind of sitting there in a little bit of a bubble. He's got a small gap to the cars in front. Now McLaughlin trying to work. Oh, he's getting forced down.
I like this move, though. He's got an advantage now to the inside. It'll be Ericsson that has to drop back. That was gutsy from Scotty Mack.
His spot reminded him no blocking. It's obviously
Starting
never
to
been
wonder, do I
penalty.
go for it? I think he will.
I think he's got a nice run here off of 4, and if he can get it done, that puts a car between him and Newgarden.
I mean, I can't blame I can't blame Pillow for passing that lapped car and putting a
he could be exposed.
basically a pick with dirty air.
You saw his hand come off the
Oh
wheel,
my
little ding right on his
god!
gearbox.
What a
He's gone
freaking
with a little flick of-
diva!
You saw his hand come off. He could be exposed here. Watch from
Look
Malukas.
at that!
He
What a
had to lift.
diva!
You saw his hand come off the wheel. Little
You
ding
do
right
not
on
have
his
to let
gearbox.
lap cars over.
Newgarden with a little flick of his hand towards Louis Foster. Malukas.
Wait, who's
right with him now,
procrastinating?
but look
Me?
at the gap that Palou has. It'll be 2 to go over the line.
Anyways.
0.2 seconds between Palou and Newgarden. Alex Palou doing everything right.
Will power the next car ahead. He is 15 laps down to the leader, and he recognizes that and lets Palou through.
Over
I
the
mean,
line.
Will is smart. Just let him
Four
by,
corners
but
and 1 lap.
Hey, last lap.
Stand between Alex Palou and a 5th victory in
I wonder if
2026.
technically this was the original scheduled distance.
Well, we had to wait for it.
I think they added more laps.
But what a race
To
we've been
go
treated
off
to
Rock
here
the Pipe.
at the Borchetta Bourbon Music City Grand Prix. Alex Palou returns
But
to
you
the top
know,
step of the podium
Will
at
Buxton
victory
said
lane
there were
with his
lightning
5th
delay
win
before
in
extra time even hit,
2026.
so IndyCar was just it's just a situation.
Great drive, Alex. Awesome.
But I think next
His
year,
third career oval
even if
win.
it's not the
It's
season
his
finale,
first
this should be
here
the
in
last
Nashville,
over
his
single
24th
season.
win overall.
It's just I don't understand why you would schedule
And the day after Spain win the
a
World Cup
race
final, their countryman Alex
in
Palou, who celebrated
Tennessee
that
in
success
July.
yesterday.
I don't know why NASCAR put the second
It's a victorious
Atlanta
lap.
race in
Palou
July.
wins from Newgarden, and David Malukas from 25th and last
I think
finishes
people-
on the podium.
I think the schedulers forgot how hot it gets.
Been quite a weekend for Alex Palou. Yesterday, you told me, we're okay, but I'm not sure our winning car. How'd you win this race?
Teamwork, man, teamwork. Saturday, I was not that comfortable with the car,
You can
but,
tell Pelo's not used to racing on
Julian
Mondays.
and
He's like,
everybody in the
oh,
team
whatever
car,
day it
from
was.
CGR, they prepared a really, really good car for today. Beginning of the race, we're not very comfortable in traffic, but
See, you
the
know,
last
even
two
just like
spins,
me,
I
drivers,
was just super
even that
comfortable.
IndyCar drivers
It was
go
a
to
close battle there
autopilot.
with Newgarden. Just seemed like,
Like-
he had so much speed, man, and I was flat out for like the last 30, 35 laps. So just awesome to win here. We were very close last year, but incredible to get another win.
And you gained another 27 points on everybody else in the championship. And your home country won the World Cup. Have you had many better weekends?
Yeah, that's a pretty cool weekend for Spain, right? Like it was
I mean,
impressive what they did yesterday.
I honestly
over
say
the
his
World
best
Cup,
weekend
and,
was
yeah, happy to
the
top it off, today on
last
Monday.
year's
So,
Indy 500.
First ever win on Monday, never race on Monday,
mean-
so it's very cool. Just wanted to say thank you to all the fans for sticking with us today. But at the track, there was a ton of people today, so very cool. Thank you, guys.
Alex Palou, win
Unfortunately,
number
for whoever
5
it's
on
not
the
very cool,
season,
Alex.
set to celebrate in Music City.
So, all right, now we go back to soccer for a few more moments, and then we'll do our future predictions portion. Fun match. I almost said last night. It is obviously Friday. (7:40) kickoff, so you know. Buka makes it 1-0, 9 minutes in. Unfortunately, if I could English, that'd be great. Vancouver tied it, what, 3 minutes apart? I can't math today. Yeah, that's just unfortunate timing. Then for a second, Vancouver took the lead at the 24th minute. Oh, I forgot to mention, Vancouver got a yellow card 2 minutes into the match. Like, I have no idea how they get at least one red card. Almost like last night. No, Van Denke 4 minutes apart ties it. Vander makes it 3-2 in the 36th minute, even halftime. Buka got yellow, fortunately. I think it was injury sub. I couldn't hear PA. 48th minute, another yellow for Vancouver. Buka made it 4-2 in the 56th minute. 52 minutes apart, kind of annoying. But 4-3 was the final. Some more cards, obviously some subs. Excuse me, I'm surprised people like Denke and Vander stayed in for so long. Kevin Denke didn't get subbed out until the 89th minute. I thought they would be subbed out earlier. Because, you know, Hellas Reals tomorrow. So I thought, like, they want to play. Well, they basically did play a full match. I know they're professional players, but, you know, they're human after all. They're not superhuman. Although some players seem superhuman. So, usually show highlights, but it's been getting fully striked, unfortunately. So that moves on to future prediction portion for today. Anyways, once again, starting this time with Hellas Real. I think we draw at 1. Hope I'm wrong. That would take us to F1 that morning. And I think Leclerc wins. Antonelli second. I know he was struggling. He was trying to practice today, but you know, it's just practice. He has a lot of time to look over the data. And if Lewis Hamilton comes in third, I don't know why we look up Lewis Hamilton. One of the first pictures is in Mercedes. Let it go. He's a Ferrari man now. Then that would take us to the NASCAR race, aka for Brickyard 400. What I think it's Brickyard. You know what? Wait, Chase. Ellie, I should say. But yeah. That will do it for today. So, excuse me, Alex, thank you guys for watching. God bless. I still believe that Jesus is Lord. I'll see you Monday. See you, YouTube.